time we found ourselves on after last night's very interesting occurrences and battles. The next morning in the house where the misfits live, Jesse, Damien, and Clea. Well, Clea is just returning from somewhere. We don't know where, so she will get in the house. And what are the others doing? Go ahead.
You will find a definitely more rested Damien in pajamas, just having some cereal and milk, just calmly eating it, looking up to her, giving her a nod, and continuing devouring his breakfast.
Jesse is, I guess, also wearing. Well, no, he's wearing a onesie, a cow onesie, and he's sitting on a couch talking to the phone. You think he's talking to his sister?
Oh, well, Clea will wave at Jesse, and she'll go sit with Damien.
Damien will pass the packet of cornflakes towards her direction.
Yeah, she's gonna feel a bowl and start eating because completely forgot about getting breakfast.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. And he hangs up and goes to you.
Okay, so Damien, it's just, I was in my place thingy, and
Yeah, yeah, in your
I
hobby
just
room.
realized something else. Do you remember what cat has as a tattoo on her neck?
Um, hmm.
Are you
Wait.
trying to
Which?
bind Cat again?
What?
Are you like
Oh,
trying
hey,
to?
Jesse. No. Fuck. Shit, you missed a lot. Where the
Yeah,
fuck have you been the past few days, man? You've been sleeping all the time.
I've been experimenting with something and it's really working. So it's
Uh,
nice. I feel
Hey,
really nice. You see
let's
a
go.
gleeful smile on his face. He's
oh,
stuttering less as well.
I don't know if I wanna know, because you're wearing a onesie.
What? It's
Is that a sad
comfortable.
attempt to avoid masturbating?
What?
Damien
What?
just spits out his cornflakes and just sort of looks at her, just
Um,
shakes his head.
you're
What?
saying something about Cat? It seems more important than what your perversions are doing right now.
Well, she has a tattoo on her neck.
Oh wait,
Okay.
you mean the pyramid and all-seeing eye? Oh,
Yeah, which is very similar to mine, and I
oh.
guess
By the
kind
way,
of similar to yours.
Damien's right hand is bandaged. He's been keeping the bandage on ever since ever since
Wait,
seen him.
did you all three get matching tattoos without me?
Dude, are you serious? I've had this tattoo since, well, I don't know since when, but seriously, you should be paying more attention. Like, it's been there, okay, like,
No,
admit it, sometimes I wear gloves, but it's there.
Why would I be staring at your hand?
You don't need to stare to notice a tattoo. It's a nice tattoo.
He like gestures to your whole arm. How would I notice it when
Well, never mind. Well, so you see, I have this tattoo, and Kat has a very similar tattoo, and well, we had some very interesting experiences. Let's say, like we fall out of the sky into some mud puddles, and then everything was full of mud, and everything smells
clear.
like
If you don't
seawater.
give clear, if you don't give some context, other people won't have the foggiest idea what your descriptions mean.
I'm just
Just,
assuming
just
the
a friendly
Illuminati?
hint.
Are they involved too?
I don't know. I mean, the Illuminati, the all-seeing eye, you know, Illuminati.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck.
What?
Am I one of them?
What? What?
I don't know. Why do I have the tattoo then? Fuck my life.
Maybe
Okay,
you just
that isn't helping. That isn't helping. Anyway, yeah. So, I was sleeping, okay, and then I was awake, and then I was lighting a cigarette, and it was cold, so I put it down. I got the heater, and then I fell asleep, and everything was on fire, and the fire extinguisher was shooting fire. So I was like, "Whoa, this can't be real." It wasn't, but kinda. And then I was like going really, really fast, and I just face planted on the ground, and then I fell into a puddle of mud, and then I fell out of my bed on the floor, and I was full of mud, and the cigarette hadn't burned. So it was weird. So I went to take a shower, and then something grabbed me in there, and yeah, I was out of it. So yeah, I didn't sleep well that night. Not tonight, but the previous
wait.
one.
What?
Yeah,
Who grabbed you?
no one.
You said something grabbed you.
Yeah, but nothing was there.
Are you sure it wasn't some invisible creepo? Can you wait? Can they? Hmm.
You're not helping with my paranoia, Jesse.
Oh, okay.
Like, a f- could there be an invisible creepo?
I mean,
Well, it is known that paradox beings, I think they're called goblins or hobgoblins or something in that direction.
wait. Goblins are real.
Probably not in the way that you think, like in fantasy. Don't
Like in
forget.
Harry Potter, like they guard like the vault.
Not that I know of, although I do know that dwarves exist, like in
Wait, do
fantasy.
elves exist?
I mean,
For all I
dwarfism is an
know,
actual condition, you know.
uh,
You shouldn't be
the,
treating them like there's something
how about we
supernatural.
stay on task? How about
Oh,
we stay on topic? I can
do
talk to
elves?
you about
Oh,
creatures
oh.
of myth and legend later,
Okay.
but yeah, from what I've heard from others, sometimes paradox manifests itself in sort of human forms, but like invisible, and then it starts doing nasty stuff to you.
Did you do any nasty
So
forceful
Define
stuff?
nasty stuff.
unweave your pattern, literally break down your sanity, shit like that.
Well, that probably happened a long time ago.
I have something that could help with the stressful
No,
feelings. It's
no.
helping me out really well.
Are you
You are
microdosing on
suffering less.
LSD?
Look, I don't feel anything, just a tiny tingle. That's why it's called microdosing. And I only take it every 3 days.
Dude, I don't know. I don't think that it would do my brain any good. My brain is too fucked up as it is. Like, I don't think that dropping acid is going to help. Sorry. No, I don't want to experiment. Yet.
Well,
Well, mm,
yet. Okay. Okay. Yet, I'll take that.
Hey,
So,
I'm liking this confident Jesse. Can we have some more of that?
uh,
what,
how
the
very
drug
kind of
pushing
you.
one?
What? I'm not pushing drugs. How very rude. Anyway, continue with your story with the goblins. Or wait, no,
No,
the
that was the
invisible
point.
person.
Or no, that was that. And I just changed my bed sheets and I went to bed because there was mud everywhere. And since then, everything smells like seawater.
Sounds like a paradox effect to me. Mind you, Clea has you have the best way of putting the most freaky situations and make them sound as if they were the most mundane shit.
You know what we
How
need?
so?
You're so nonchalant about it.
Well, it has become pretty like okay, nightmares aren't anything new to me. Come on, like, but uh, I'm used to being freaked out by now. Like, honestly, yeah.
We,
So yeah,
you
tell
know
him the thing that happened to you with the deers and the yeah.
what?
I'll say. Okay, so as you know, after we after we took care of the creepy house, I had quite a lot of paradox weighing on my shoulders. I don't know how it's for you guys, but I am vaguely able to sense it.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. He goes to his room. He comes out with this cute little snake. Meet my friend. I think. Yes, yeah, friend. Say
Uh,
hello to Mr. Snakey. I probably should give him a better name, but that shall be
you
better later.
got a snake?
Yeah, I like met him in the
Uh,
gutter, and it's like
does the doctor dude know? Cause he has
it,
his rats, a snake
it
around his
started
rats.
talking to me about the paradox and stuff. It was really weird, and it just
Oh wait, you have oh, that's a familiar. At which point he looks at the snake and gives it a respectful nod.
the snake, I guess, nods at you. Yeah, as well.
And Damien will slowly offer a very relaxed fist so that it can, take the air
Slither.
and,
Yeah,
yeah, sniff at him.
yeah. So I
his
should
little
probably give him a
friend.
better name. Maybe I
Yes, you
could name
should.
him
They are sentient beings.
Harry.
How about slimy motherfucker?
Oh, don't listen to her, Mr. Snakey. We will give you a better name than
Oh,
Slimy
his name
Motherfucker.
is
How
Lucifer.
about Severus?
We
How
will
about
talk about.
Lucifer? I mean, he was the first snake, right?
But
Right?
you
Right?
lucky motherfucker! I was hoping to come across a familiar in the woods, but well, different things happened.
What?
Apparently, he's been following me for a while now, so that's. Yeah. Anyway, I'll just put him back in his lovely, lovely spot in my room. Please don't eat him or do anything horrible to him. He looks at
Why?
Clea.
Why would I eat a
Anyway,
So a
snake?
sentient being. It's not just any snake, it's a spirit being that is able to eat
What?
paradox.
What? I don't care. I still wouldn't eat it.
anyway,
I'm not a complete savage.
you were saying, Damien, about Forest?
Okay, so first the creepy house, then we went to a bar, tried to unwind. That didn't work because some Pentex associated bitch had to come in and ruin everyone's party. Uh
Pentex?
no, no,
Oh,
yes,
great.
yeah, you say
Yeah,
it.
more on that later.
I'm sure Clea can clue you in a little later, or me. Anyway, so just because I was quite frankly, while while being on a microdose, I had the idea of basically I was really fed up with the city and just wanted to be out in the green, where
I
things are
can
simple.
understand. Yeah, I
I
understand.
originally I was even actually hoping that I could maybe reconnect with the spirits, get in touch with nature and all that jazz. Well, there I am, having set up my tent, having a nice omelette going, doing a bit of meditation. It was raining like hell, and then suddenly the rain just stopped. So I
Huh.
looked outside, everything froze, and that is when the really weird shit started happening.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay. So I started So basically, I thought I was hearing like voices out of the forest. So, well, that not being my first rodeo with weird shit, I got my cloak back on and got my sword. Sorry, not my sword at that point. I got my axe ready. Then I tried to walk forwards, but I walked backwards. Then I turned around, tried to walk forwards in the exact opposite direction, and it was letting me. So I went into the forest, hearing odd whispers here and there, and until I saw an old abandoned cabin in the woods. Now, not being a total idiot, I kept my distance for like 10 minutes. Then a voice, which I can only describe as demonic, uh, talked to me, asked me how I was. I tried to get some info out, but wasn't working. Then the next thing I I realized was that my first I and then I heard a robotic voice, so I checked with my animatronic heart if it was his, if it was it, and it actually replied. I yeah, I mean, I've seen and heard paradox backlashes before, but this was as if it had its own mind. Who knows?
Hmm.
Maybe paradox is a bit different in this dimension. Difficult to say.
Please tell me you didn't find the book in that uh, cabin? Cabin. Cabin. Sorry.
No, there
In
was
that
no book.
cabin that
Um,
has
let no.
skin covered,
The answer
like.
is no, no.
Okay.
But we're not
Okay, good.
far off. So, then I'm just going like, you think I'm that dumb and walking into the cabin? Next thing I know, some invisible force grabbed me from behind, the door opened and threw me into the cabin.
This really sounds like Evil Dead.
E-
Yeah, it
yes,
was kind of like that, I guess.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was eerily like that. I've
Uh,
seen the film too. Okay, so I'm in this old log cabin, and there are taxidermied animals and deer heads and everything around. First, it was silent. Then I started walking along the walls in a clockwise fashion. And yeah, then the laughing started. The deer started looking at me, laughing at me. It was very much like in the movie. Um, then I heard scratching from the door. I got myself ready, opened the door, and there was a flood of blood, gore, pieces of whatever, mostly red, and maybe a bit of fecal matter. Difficult to say, but there was like a blood and gore tsunami.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can we like skip the details about this stuff? To,
Jesse's like going to look at Damien's arm, like without being rude, just going to like glance at your arms to see if one of them
I'm
got cut
still
off.
no. The arms are still. You can see it's a short
Yeah.
pajama top. So yes, his
he
arms
he
are.
just has an eyeball on his hand.
Oi! Don't spoil it.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm getting to it. That's what you call building up tension. Anyway, I'm just joking. But I'm just trying to give you the chronological thing. So
Yeah.
that's that. I got up. They laughed a bit more. I don't know if that was just some short reaction, but I started laughing too. Probably was some psychological defense mechanism, I would guess. And I noticed that a hand was materializing from the floor. So I struck it with the axe. Then it shouted, "Ow, motherfucker!" And I got hurled by some unseen force, like 100 kilometers per hour, through through like a giant distance. Crashed into the ground, Then I think I stood up, tried to move towards a place I sort of recognized, and then I got thrown back to the camping site. At which point, the paradox seemed to stop, and I felt lighter. I've got the feeling that I have at least a little less paradox now.
You know what you
God,
two need? Jesse's gonna stand up and he's gonna put his hands on your shoulders, both of you. We need to go to Starbucks and get you some lattes and
I'm not quite
maybe
done
some
yet,
like
but yes, yes, Starbucks sounds good.
Oh,
yes,
fine.
Could do with a
Starbucks.
and
cappuccino.
like a cheesecake or something.
But yeah,
Yes.
tell
Yeah,
him about the
keep some
eyeball
sort
though,
of cheesecake.
because
But
that's getting weird. Because you know he has
okay,
a thing on his hand, and I have the thing, and Cat has the
okay.
thing. Do you have any
So
tattoos?
Through me,
Yeah.
I was thinking of getting a giant, um, I guess, symbol on my back and like have it enchanted with some weird stuff on it, but that probably wouldn't be a good idea. But I still have that idea, so. But no, I don't have any tattoos that I know of.
okay. Anyway, so I thought the paradox was over. Next thing I see on the back of my hat, next thing I see on my right hand, and he shows you the bandaged one. I
Can you also show me yours if they are the same, Clea?
They're not the same.
Then, well,
But yeah, let me get
what's the problem? Then
the
how is it? Maybe it's
anyway,
just coincidence.
yeah. So there was a naked eyeball that started manifesting in my hand and staring at me, and I started staring back at it, and I had the almighty urge to just ram a knife through it. Probably better that I didn't.
You see
Um,
Jesse make like a grimace face, like what the fuck?
yeah, Damien has a
you
worried
can see the
expression,
tattoo here.
and yeah, then the next thing I blink, and he unwraps his hand and shows it to you. I have this tattoo on me, and it is the Eye of Horus.
I can show you that too. Give me a sec. Fuck, where is
The
it?
Eye of Horus. Yeah, I know what it looks like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
the
I made the image.
of the
Yeah.
Egyptian. Yeah,
Oh
that.
yeah.
No comments. It's the best I could do.
Yeah, something in that direction. Anyway, away with it. But yes, he bandages it up again, and the very last thing was the voices slowly subsided as they said, "We are watching." Huh. Fuckers think that I let myself be freaked out that easily. Huh, they've got another thing coming.
Come on, but seriously though, you probably were shitting yourselves just poker facing it. I'll go grab my backpack.
But you know what? Starbucks sounds great. Just let me quickly get into normal clothes.
Do you
Yeah,
think?
you should do that too,
I
Jesse, because I don't think people want to see you in a onesie.
Oh, and
trust
I
me,
was here. I
some
was
people
thinking
in onesies for at least another 19 years.
here. I was thinking of going as a cow. That would have been really fun. He's
You
gonna
do,
go up to his,
you know what?
go
You
up
you
this
do
room.
you, mate. But I have to say, whatever you're doing, I like it. You're more lucid. You're more focused.
So since there's three of us, and your bike can only take two people,
Says
huh?
who?
Wait, did you
I
get
am
like a
not.
sidecar or something?
No, but we can fit you somewhere. I mean,
We are not doing a Russian circus act here. Please, can we just use the car? I'll drive.
can I
Well,
drive?
hmm. Let's see. No, he throws the keys to Damien. I would drive, but I think I am a bit.
Meet you
Uh,
there.
I'm currently very sober, so it's probably a better
yes,
idea.
it would definitely be better.
Yeah, I'll meet you there. And she'll go to the garage. And after a few seconds, you're gonna hear the engine of the bike revving and swooshing out.
Yeah, when she leaves, Damon can hear Jesse mutters to himself, "Why can't she get in the damn car?" and facepalm.
Anyway, it only takes 5 minutes, and Damien is ready, and he'll just politely wait for Jesse as soon
Yeah.
as he's ready, and then he'll. And I would say with that, the two will get in the car. Damien will also just mutter something of, "Oh, I like her, but she can be taxing."
uh, yep. Yeah, Jesse comes down and he's wearing a overall and a yellow shirt. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, one thing, just a very small thing while driving. Damien will say, Jesse,
Yeah.
two things. Um, if you could ask your familiar how one might call a familiar, if you would be willing to share that info with me, I'd be very happy because I bloody well need one. I really could do with one.
Maybe. Sure. I just need to figure out how to actually ask it and hear it. Because, yeah. I thought at first I was hallucinating, but yeah, sure.
And the other thing is, doesn't have to be for right now, but I know that DMT in combination with a blocker allows people to have full blown visions and connect with the spirits. I just remember reading that in an ethnography book about ayahuasca.
Wait, what? Are you saying I'm gonna
Ayahuasca,
see ghosts?
um, just a normal dose, not a double dose or anything like that. But but I wouldn't want to do that alone. I would like to do that in a sort of ritualistic setting. And as weird as it sounds, would you be willing to basically just check my vitals? Uh,
Um,
try my
sure.
trip.
Yes.
So that I yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? So I at least don't waste my 2 years in med school.
Um, may I actually ask why you're well? I know there was some sort of incident, and that ever since then you have. Hmm, uh, but yeah. Anyway, um,
Oh no, he accidentally closed the tab.
What? How? What? Oh, wait.
I'm sure he will be back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in any case, Clea is already outside of the Starbucks and waiting. Because you motherfuckers are slow.
Hey, I'm not the one driving.
The Ayas will be in front of the bar as well. Pardon, not bar. The Starbucks as well. I actually will come near Clea and ask, ma'am, sorry, do you have a lighter? I lost mine.
Yeah, sure. She'll take a Zippo out of her pocket and hold it out.
He lights a cigarette. Um, does Clea has any electronics that she is like checking?
What do you mean, electronics checking?
Like any electronics in her vision? As in, like she can see, like for example, I have the ECOS flaw. So whenever I come near like electronics, like they like shake. You know when
Oh, oh, does
so
it
like
also happen with other parts? Because I'm sure there are some electrical components to at least her eyeball.
I said, Eco's one electronic screen shakes when he first arrives as a place. That's the flaw I have. So
Yeah, but
up to you.
does it affect? Would it jumble up my eyeball, for example, or just my phone?
I think it would just affect your phone, but I you know I don't know. It would be up to Brandon.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, she does have a cell phone.
So like for some reason, if she checks it when he arrived, it just shakes. But
Well, she will check it in case there was a text message, and if she sees that there is no text message, uh, activating sites.
while you're activating sites, he actually just says, this looks like a very nice
Ooh,
Zippo."
what the fuck did I
Pardon
do here?
me.
How did I roll it
Pardon
like
me.
this? Okay, no, that was the wrongest roll that ever rolled. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Uh, fuck. Oh, what the Oh, fuck me.
Are you?
No, I swear, guys, I'm not high. I don't know what's wrong with me today. My brain can't brain. There. Okay. The successes. So, what do I see when I see this guy with my sights?
But which site you activate?
All of my sights. Entropy, matter, mind, prime.
I don't think you can activate all of them at once, but I don't know. That's the with Prime, you would see that he has contestants in him.
Okay. So, uh, okay, so I'm going to activate my mind shield. Cause yeah, uh, let's hope it doesn't fail, cause that's gonna be hilarious.
I'm gonna roll my perception awareness because you are activating like bunch
Yeah,
of magic.
you actually notice that she's putting on an earpiece. Yeah, 3 successes. Okay, we're good. We're bowling. We're
She, she,
bowling.
she kind of looks at you and says, "You okay?"
Yeah, I'm fine. Just waiting for some friends of mine.
So he's gonna
I'm
activate his
here.
Prime site now.
Yeah, Damien walks in, sees the bunch. I'm here. I'm here. Oh, we
We're
seem to have
outside.
company.
We're not
Mhm.
inside yet.
He like taps his glasses twice. He has like glasses on him. He taps them twice, and yeah, he also sees like he's like mm, mm.
Is he looking at Damien?
Yeah, he like
With
if Damien
with
says anything, he will turn towards Damien.
yeah.
Yeah, let's go inside and get some latte. Mm,
Frappuccino, yeah. Or like, yeah, sure. Frappuccino,
Yeah.
yeah.
I could go for a caramel frappuccino, and he just looks a little confused at the gentleman who has tapped his glasses. Which kind of site are you activating?
He activated Prime.
Yeah.
Oh boy, you're in for a treat.
You
So,
see
what your
three people.
character sees is first the normal human, normal energy pattern. Uh, in most parts of the body, there's a little bit of quintessence. And then where the heart should be, it's positively glowing with quintessence. It looks as if his heart is like almost made out of quintessence.
would that how would he see my augmentations?
I think he would like if they're filled with quintessence, then he would see them. They are filled with quintessence because they have magical energy as they are made by magic. The Prime site basically shows you what has quintessence and what doesn't, and quintessence is like DNA of magic.
Yeah.
So He just says like, "Well, that was unexpected."
Sorry, what?
I said that was unexpected.
What was? They're my friends. I was waiting for them.
Was
I
it
understand.
Gonna
the
get
steaming
lashes.
frappuccino? Was that unexpected? I'm sorry. Anyway,
Nah, my apologies. Didn't mean to interrupt anything. You guys go in, and I will. I was going in as well, so
Damien's
oh
eyes narrow at that comment, but he'll enter. He'll say nothing.
even like
yeah,
hold the
Jesse.
door open.
Yeah, Jesse will push Clea and Damien in.
Yeah, Clea is very suspicious, but she will go in.
The one of the things is like this guy looks very rich. Like his suit is Armani. He's holding like a suitcase, and he waits in the line,
Hmm.
and then he will ask for like a white mocha chocolate with extra sugar.
Do they serve milkshakes at Starbucks?
I have no clue.
No, they don't, as far as I know.
Yeah, but they have something similar with milk. I remember it because I was there once because I don't drink coffee, so I would
It's a
take.
frappuccino. You can get it in different flavors, and that is what Damien will order.
Yeah, because
A
I don't drink
medium-sized
coffee.
caramel frappuccino for me, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want a milky drink, whatever.
Yeah, we'll have three of what he's having. He points at Damien.
3 frappuccinos, please. Caramel. Thank
No,
you.
I don't want caramel. I want milky.
It is milky.
Yeah, but with caramel.
One of them without caramel, please. And the names are Sonic, Mr. Wolf, and Harry Potter. He thumbs up.
Sonic? Really?
Like Ias raised an eyebrow because like he knows some of those things can be related to, and he already saw like you guys have like quintessence.
Jesse, next time you call me Sonic, you better throw some coins at me, okay?
Gold rings, to be precise.
Mm, well, I don't know what to do with the gold rings, okay? It just.
You wear them?
I don't like
And,
gold stuff.
anyway, let's
Too pretentious.
sit there. Uh,
Yeah, Clea will go and sit in a corner and wait for the others.
hmm Jesse will follow. You notice he is wearing a not a onesie, crap, I forgot the word for those things again.
Overalls.
Overalls, thank you. Overalls and the yellow shirt.
Yeah, Clea will never notice what he's wearing. He's like, mm, so I guess you have changed your fashion to toddler style?
I would be extremely offended, but I got nothing, to be honest.
Tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead. Look me in the eye. Tell me I'm wrong. One
I
these
only
over.
wore this because I thought it would be cool ish. Yes. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Hey, at least he's not wearing a fukuhila and ridiculous shoulder pads like in the 80s.
You see him put his hand up with a smile on his face. Maybe I should get one of those.
You're
Uh,
not a redneck. Just know. Just know. Trust me. Just know.
what's next? You're gonna get a pink mallet.
Well, no, I'm not gonna get a mullet. Why would I?
You could get some piercings. I'd get behind that.
Damien will turn to the fellow, tapped his glasses, and simply go, I don't think we've been properly introduced yet. Dr. Wolf. And he offers a
The
hand.
he shakes the hands and he says, "I.S. Harrington. Pleasure to meet you."
Pleasure. Damien gives you a quick look over. What is such an upscale fellow doing in such a, well, mundane Starbucks?
I enjoy Starbucks a lot. I think they do good coffees. I can't find these kind of coffees in a place I work or these kind of things. The I think we may be actually connected in similar or some connected business adventures. You and I.
You do
Oh,
business with suits, Damien?
The,
oh,
he gives
I
you he gives
hobnob with all kinds of people, he just answers.
he kind of gives a look to Clea because like calling him a suit is just kind of rude.
Etiquette
And
1, Clea doesn't give a fuck.
then you should
Clea.
have etiquette 0. But
Oh no, etiquette 0, sorry, yeah, not 1. I mean, come on.
Clea,
usually
What?
let's try to be polite. We're in public after all.
I
You know,
wasn't being polite.
you don't just call somebody a suit. That is quite demeaning.
How is it demeaning?
We should probably move on and not talk about this in front of our new friend. Nope,
Yes,
not at
yes.
all.
Yeah, good
How do
point.
you know that
Pardon
he's a
me.
friend?
I don't
Anyway,
know.
Damien will politely try to usher them into a corner where they can talk more calmly.
the AS will actually sit on the place that Damien has went to ushered them, and he waits for everyone to sit. And he actually like is he asks like, "Can we smoke here?"
Mm,
No.
That's sad.
Out of character, they never allowed smoking in Starbucks because apparently the smell fucks up with their brews.
They allow in
It's like,
Turkey in the
for real?
yes outside like if you have like a place where you can and you're outside, it's like a balcony.
They,
In
yeah,
balcony they allow.
Phew,
okay, in
not
at
in
least
Greek
in
cities.
Switzerland, they allow you to smoke on the chairs outside, just not in the building itself.
I think
So
you can smoke outside.
yes,
Ah shit.
I mean, you were smoking like 5 minutes ago. Like,
Mm, I think
I
smoking.
like cigarettes, but come on.
Thanks.
Hey, hey
But
now, don't be rude.
the Mr. Wolf, I am Ias
Dr.
Harrison.
Wolf,
Dr. Wolf.
pardon me.
No, no problem. I recently arrived to the city
Oh,
to actually meet with a friend called Xavier.
Huh.
Would you happen to know this person?
Serious,
I
dude?
have met him. I have met him before, but I think Mr. Wong here might be better able to connect you.
You are connected to those cycles. Am I right?
Um.
Just a oh, pardon me.
Uh.
He checks his phone. Ah, false alarm. It wobbled for some reason. Huh.
Yeah, that happened to me before too. And she will suspiciously look at AS.
Yeah.
Circle,
Jesse will also do
circle.
that.
Something happened around
Interesting
me.
formulation.
It does
Oh,
happen around me. I presume that we all are in the same bit of a same club.
I think I know what you're getting at. And he starts scribbling something in his notebook. Then he'll rip the page out, fold it, and push it towards him.
He will read.
He will read. I take it you ask me if I am of the traditions of
He
a
nods.
quote unquote magical persuasion.
He nods.
In that case, I would say that I am not yet officially part of any of the 9 clubs, but I'm working towards it.
Happy to hear it. I'm a VA.
I see. Mhm.
By the way, I'm not friends with Xavier. I was just trying to say, like, do you know him? I just know the dude and I know what he does time to time. That's all.
Yeah, he's a serious dude at the big place. Uh, he's cool, I guess. Yeah.
He is. He is. At least
Oh,
from the little I've seen him, he's got his act together, and
He hasn't. He's one of the only people with the staff that hasn't hit you yet.
Clea will kick Jesse under the table.
uh,
so
interesting with the VA. Oh, always a fascinating crowd.
thank you.
I once had the pleasure of liberating a fellow who was locked in his own house since his AI went rogue, and had him stuck in that house for 20 years, poor chap.
Quite sad.
Oh, so I guess you're the software guy, because I'm kind of like the hardware guy.
Oh, nice. I'm a bit of a software guy. Yeah, I'm actually like a bit new at VA.
Eh,
Uh,
aren't
but
we all?
I slowly learn. I don't have any, the things from they have. I just learning and trying to do my job
hmm.
and making sure I still breathe.
Yeah, well, welcome to the club. And still blow some bubbles in the frappuccino or whatever that is.
Is there a name for this club?
Uh, well, a bunch of misfits are trying to figure out what the fuck they're doing.
Seems
Orlando
like
Um,
Fun Club.
I'm slowly getting grips on what I want to do and how I want to proceed with it. But yes, it has been slow progress.
I mean, yeah, you have your shit together on that regard.
Thank you.
You're a misfit on other parts, I suppose. And it's a wink.
Yeah,
Trying
some
to be
people
subtle.
could say that.
Jesse will go. By the way, I'm Wang, because he doesn't fully trust you yet. So it's just, yep.
Mr. Wong, it's a pleasure to meet with you.
I must say, you did pick a very terrible time to visit Orlando.
Why is that?
There's a lot of things happening.
A lot of
Very weird things.
SHTF going around in this city.
He takes a deep breath and then he says, I was I came here to find some like-minded individuals, and as much as I'm new, I try to make sure to help as best as I can. And I think there are some common individuals who is causing problems to not just our community but to the world. And I came to work with those who are against those individuals as best as I can.
Clea will lean into Damien and whisper in his ear, I think he could help us with a min bitch. If that's what he's meaning.
Could be. And then he addresses him properly. Help is always welcome. Let's just say that there are. And he scribbles something again and pushes it over. I think either true or full force solutions are causing trouble, plus Pentex, negative smiley face.
He reads it and then he nods, and then he actually writes I know a bit about Pentex.
Yes, they are a pain in the ass and no mistake.
I want to know more because
Does
they keep popping up.
our FFS are part of them?
Yeah, it seems so.
They are involved. They, at the very least, and he just leans in a little closer, lowering his voice. Some of their guys are worm tainted.
I know.
Yeah,
I
worms
think
bad.
I think Pentex is literally just worm tainted. There was no exception regarding that. I'm not really knowledgeable about taint or the spirits, but I know I have seen some of the things they have done.
Yeah, the corrupted type of entropy that crawls around them. It sickens me.
To be honest, today I was checking some things in the financial world. As you know, everything they do is financed, and
Well, yeah, big money.
and
So, what exactly is it that you do?
May I suggest something, so that we might, you know, more easily have a chat. Uh, do we maybe want to go somewhere where we could speak more openly?
I would really appreciate that.
I know just the place.
I'm a
Where
car
to,
outside.
Mr.
I
Wong?
can follow you guys, or you guys just tell me where it is, and I can drive you guys there.
Let's go to the park. There are trees.
Uh, I was going to.
What were
Uh,
you going to
Yeah, I
suggest?
know what we were going to suggest. No, we're not going to Bones. We're going to the park.
but fine.
Hey, are you dating Jess?
No, please don't tell her father anything like that. I don't want my balls to get crushed. Or like,
Why not? I think you're into her.
anyway, this is not the time to talk about such things.
Correct.
We're
Fine, fine.
making our new friend read
Yes,
out.
it probably doesn't want to hear about romantic dalliances. Uh, um,
Just like gonna
well,
glare at you, Clea.
Okay, let's go to
quite
the park.
frankly, wouldn't we be able to get a private, like a private lounge in Club Bones? I wouldn't want some
We can get. It's no big
listening
deal.
in.
Right, we're going to Club Bones. Yeah.
I don't mind paying for it. Let's go.
Fine.
Thank you, good sir. Okay, and this would be the address. He notes it down, gives it to you. Feel free to follow, and he points at Jesse's car. This
He
vehicle.
nods. I
We'll
will.
lead the way.
I'll
And
meet you guys
Damien will
there.
get in.
You guys will see he's actually driving a Porsche.
Damn.
What's the highest it can go?
God damn it. Not this again.
No, that's out of character because we're gonna be racing probably at some point.
Hey, my car
Probably.
is a hot rod.
Yeah, but it can't catch up to my bike.
Uh huh. I don't even know how fast it can go because I can't find it on the internet.
Well, it can't go over 300 kilometers per hour, so there.
He enters the car and then like follows Jesse's car, Mr. Wong's car.
Clearly far
When
ahead of them, by the way.
no, when Damien and Jesse are both in the car, Jesse will ask Damien, "Does he seem okay to you? Like, in the up and up? I think that's what they say."
He looks well to do. His intentions seem earnest. Mind you, should it turn out that he's trying anything funny and he just gives Jesse quite a dark look, I'm strong enough in life. I can not only heal others, if I really want to, I could rip them to shreds.
Jesse will give you like a very concerned look and a frown, and he's just gonna sigh, and he will stay quiet.
Oh, sorry, sorry. His look has returned back to his more friendly self now, and he shakes his head. Oh shit! Let me guess. I gave you the death stare, didn't I?
Eh, don't worry about it. Let's just get to bones.
Sorry. It's all this shit. It gnaws at me.
Just so you know, you need to pay quintessence to enter the magical
I
alley
know.
place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not able to manifest it, but I can allow them to take a little bit of me. Yes.
yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Hey, saves paying money. uh,
I guess you arrived first, Cleo.
Well, yeah, because I sped off on my awesome bike.
Very illegal, like speeding.
And poor little AS has to follow your shitty, you know.
Hey,
Uh,
my car's majestic. Anyway, we get there and
we
yeah,
we there we park. Let's just assume that everyone pays me
yeah.
the tax and that we
yeah.
get in.
Clea is already in sitting at the bar and sipping some rum. Because why the fuck not? Day drinking for the win!
Ayas will arrive last, and he will ask for something like maybe a salad and a wine.
I don't know if they have food there. Uh,
Is
I
this
don't.
hermet? Is this the Hermetics
No,
place?
no, no.
No, this
That's the
this
Thanatos place.
Oh, okay. Then he will just ask for drinks, and he won't drink just wine. He will drink whiskey.
Damien will be eyeing the whiskey since he only has a glass of water, maybe with a lemon slice in it.
Jesse will
And
ask for a black, an Irish coffee.
he looks at the others and says, "So you're here."
Yep.
Okay, okay. Now that we can speak openly without risking, you know,
Yeah, some weird
being
shit went
uncomfortable.
down last night. Sorry. Yeah. With those guys.
Oh yes. Let's just say my good associate here, Clear, um, picked me up from a small camping trip, and as we got back, we saw two other associates of us of the Akashiana being attacked by people who had the full force solutions printed nicely on their back and their uniforms. So, us being good tradition mages, or well, aspiring to be, helped them out, as in our associates, of course,
The full
fighting
force
against.
solutions, as you said, they belong to Pentex. You fought with those monsters or those?
Oh, they were not monsters, they were hit marks.
Wait,
And
the full force has hit marks now.
I mean,
It seems so. We are not 100%
wow,
sure about it, but they were at the
not
very least
anymore.
wearing their uniforms.
I mean, they all died except the one that, went into uh, the one with the dildo. Uh,
What?
he
What?
I
had
don't
this thing that
know,
was
but
like a vibrator and just did a flashy thing and he disappeared. He was getting
What?
tripods.
It probably wasn't a dildo, it was probably some sort of location or
Um,
signal device, I
did
would
they look
guess.
like Austrian bodybuilders by any chance?
Most of them did, apart from the guy who seemed to be the leader. He looked more lean and frankly meaner.
Ah,
it's strange that the full force has these hit marks. Hit marks doesn't belong to Pentex. It belongs to technocracy.
Yeah. And let's say before I went for my camping trip, we had a run in at a bar called the White Wolf with a certain lady who had two of her associates there, and she let slip that she was from Full Forces Solutions. Oh, by the way, everything about that woman just felt wrong and off and just bad news. I even took the liberty of, how should I put it, of inquiring with the Norns to see what they would be willing to tell me about her. I got
Speaking,
a very interesting vision.
Who's Norns?
The Norse goddesses of fate.
Ah, yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
The
I probably could have also said I communed with entropy and it let me see some possibility.
okay. Everything is a stock. Everything is a stock, even the full force solutions. If they're making moves here, it means they kind of have a place here, and they means they have stocks.
oh yeah, that reminds me. They while we were eating at a restaurant, Leah and I, they sent like this weird pharmaceutical thing, like a newly invented drug, to I,
What,
But
what's
he
the name of the
destroyed it
company
before we
that
could
did
analyze
that?
it.
Because I know that Pentex has many subsidiaries like Enron, which is their oil
Yeah.
refining and getting business. They yeah they have got like the worst oil spillage
Otulis.
statistics in the industry.
Don't eat from Otulis. They also own Otulis.
Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if a company like Magadon or something similar would be involved with them too. I have
Do
no
you
proof for
think they
that
might
one
own
though.
McDonald's? How about Starbucks?
please don't answer.
I mean, if they're everywhere, they could be in our food.
To the
They
best of
don't
my knowledge,
own.
Starbucks is very mundane.
They don't own every single one of the corporations yet, at least. But because most of the corporations are owned by other individuals.
Man, there sure is like Shadowrun.
It is kind of like Shadowrun. You're quite right, man. But as I said, whereas today, for example, I was trying to see if there's like any magical trace to their stock purchases or any other purchases that they have. Entropy and correspondence can show me those things.
I just wanted to ask. I'd guessed that you were using correspondence of some sort, but I
Correspondence,
wanted to
entropy, and prime.
if I see. Very good.
Entropy for fates and rises and fall downs of the stocks. Correspondence for connections. Prime for magic influences.
May may I just as well, I shall venture so much information that I am most attuned to entropy. So let me give you that tip. Don't forget, it can also be used to make it harder for others to hit you, to reduce the likelihood of them to hit you, and for you to increase the chances, should you find yourself ever in a compromising situation.
Yeah,
Sentences.
I'm new. As I've said, I only do sites at the moment. But one of the things I want to say is, you know, the battle isn't in any places. Like, if you guys going after these women, it doesn't
Yeah.
just like you finding this woman. You also can hurt her and kind of stop her operations. So if she is keep bringing fucking, you know, uh, the corporations work on one thing, and that's basically what's this called? Oh, let's see. I'm sorry, I forgot the profit. If they can't make enough profit, they will start having headaches. So you can reduce those profits by
Yeah,
hitting their pockets.
you don't know when it might hit you though. Like
Not,
I didn't
not
anticipate
that.
any sort of thing last night. Like good thing I had my gun on me. I don't
Exactly. And
know what would have happened.
so, would you rather just fight, in a way where they find you, or would you rather try to create a tactic and try to go after them? It's up to you. I'm just asking. All I
I
bring is a
think I think what
Personally, what I would want to do to that mean bitch Let's look at her through my scope for a few seconds before I blow her brains out.
Just a second, my mom's calling me, guys. I'm sorry.
Jesse's like gonna give you like this weird glance, Clea, when you say that.
She was really mean to Cat.
He's just gonna clench his jaw and say nothing.
What?
What?
Dahlia, uh, she, well, at least the good news is that the worst thing that the woman did was just being verbally nasty to her. Dahlia went after Kat and saw that she was okay.
Yeah, I know.
It would have been creepy if I would have tried that. She was in the girls' bathroom after all.
If she,
The
if she had done anything to Kat, I would have already found her and killed her.
what I'm saying is like you're quite right that you just want to get your scope and try to handle your thing. What I'm trying to say is like she probably has some correspondence for us, so make sure that we can track her or trace her. So the reason I was suggesting that we can hit their pockets first and to make sure that they would have disadvantages. They don't have unlimited supplies. They have supplies that we have as well, and they need those things.
Well, I don't know about such stuff. Not my thing.
As I do.
I see the stratagem you're going for. You're trying to cut off their supply lines, make them go hungry, make them desperate, put them in a situation where you want them to be and not them, us.
Exactly.
that we
Fighting a disadvantage isn't going to help anybody.
our terms and not theirs.
I'm not trying to be a dick to anyone. Just don't get me wrong, guys. Just trying to say is like they can strike us all they want because they probably know where we are anyway, and they probably know what we're going to do after all. But after some time, getting new players on the scale, making sure we create our own tactics can be beneficial for everyone. Of course, these all will happen by working together better.
I
Well,
like the
to
way
be
you
fair,
think.
being a dick to these guys wouldn't be such a bad thing.
Being dick to who?
To the bad guys. I mean,
Oh
we have
yeah.
bad guys,
Who gives
right?
a shit? I don't give a shit about bad guys.
Hmm. Yeah. So I would take it from the way you're dressed and you purport yourself. Okay, checking the markets.
Stockbroker, yes.
Hmm. Hmm. Ah,
I
damn
also have
it.
a fund.
It would have been really useful if I would have met you in Dublin. Back then I had the finances. I could have seen that I got them a bit up and put them to good use.
Yeah,
Currently
we
I
can.
find myself at a financial shortcoming.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's no
think
big
that
deal.
would
I can
have
help you.
helped. I mean, would it?
Oh, if I even had something coming close to a middle class income or tech even, uh, the higher level of income, and he drops a number that would make most of you guys realize that he's talking about resources three. Gods, when I had that amount of resources, I was able to do things, acquire craft,
Well, yeah,
finance.
but if you had made the, stock things, they would have stayed there. You wouldn't be able to have them here. So, what's the point of,
What's the point of
No,
having
what?
stocks if you're going to have stocks? You
well,
sell them, and you trust someone in the Wall Street that you can.
well,
You try
yeah,
to find someone that you can trust in Wall Street, which is
okay.
hard to find.
Listen,
I'll,
let's say you
I'll,
have a shitload of stocks, and then some weird shit happens, and you're sucked into a fucking wormhole, and you're transported in a different, like, dimension, and
that
in a
she's
different
talking about
place,
me. She's talking
and
about
you no longer
me.
have your stocks.
We're just really, really high. She's, yep, totally high. What?
I'm
I
not.
don't understand what you mean. Like, I don't understand what's this like other dimensions and all that jazz.
Uh,
Stock is
let's
stock.
let's clear. Just leave it to me, please.
I'm just
Thank you.
trying to be subtle here.
It's okay. It's okay. That well. let's just say I was against my will and against all expectations. I was violently relocated and cut off from all my funds and resources.
Ah, you said that you come from Dublin. So yeah, it's cool. Sorry to hear it, man.
It's okay. I was only there doing some research originally, and then I got sucked into into this whole multi-layered rainbow cake there of conflict and thing that they are calling the Ascension War.
I sure am glad that's not happening here.
Ascension War is everywhere. It's happening here as well.
It's
That
literally the fight for how reality will be shaped,
that was
or to
sarcasm,
be
guys.
precise, it's
Ah, my
currently
apologies.
being.
I didn't understand your sarcasm. Well, as I said, Mr. Wolf, Dr. Wolf, if you are interested, I can try to help you get your finances up. It's quite easy for me to do those things. And especially, I want to help Mages, and he is gone.
Yeah, happens.
So, do you want to meet Xavier?
No, no, he helped me understand certain things in the past.
Oh,
I will try to reach him as best as I can, but I don't want to bother him. He is higher in the food chain, way higher, way, way higher.
I mean, yeah, but how are you going to be, getting higher yourself? You don't bother a few people, right?
I'll
Uh,
try. You'll think about bothering the enemies, and maybe hopefully being friends with, not being allies with people from us.
pardon about that. I had a blackout.
Hmm.
Um, but yes, if you could help me with my small financial problem, I'd also be more than happy to see how I can help you. I am an archaeologist by trade, but I've also, let's just say, at least when it comes to entropy, maybe I'll be able to give you a deeper understanding of the sphere, maybe help you broaden your worldview a little bit,
Oh, I'm
which
sorry.
might even prove.
I was not expecting you to be a technomancer.
I am not, but let's just say my position as an orphan um, has allowed me to recognize patterns even in different. As far as I see it, is basically the same 9 forces that all of us manipulate, but it's just the approach that is different. But who knows? I could at least try. That's
Yeah, I
at
will be
least the
happy.
very least that I could do for you.
Thank you. I will be happy to hear it, and I will be happy to receive education where I can. The I Is there more drinks here?
yeah,
Is there
Can we,
what?
he asks for another drink.
yeah,
And can we smoke here?
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, he lights another cigarette.
Sorry to trouble you, but may I steal one from you?
Oh, please, he gives you the cigarette.
Dankeschön. Thank you.
He gives one to Clea, presents at least one to Clea and Jesse.
I
What,
no,
what,
thank
what
you.
brand are the cigarettes?
Marlboro.
Clea will not take them because she's a camel girl.
Ha! Nice.
Mm.
She will instead get her own out of her pocket.
Mr. Wong, you're not smoking?
No, nope,
Well, at least not cigarettes.
yep. I don't want cancer.
What do you smoke?
Uh, she gave me some green stuff. He points at Clea.
Green stuff is cool.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, we're having a lot of green stuff at our place.
I think I'm
Well,
gonna stop using the green stuff for a while.
weirdo.
I did green
But
stuff a lot at the
anyway,
college.
well, you're
Yes,
free to
it's
partake if you want. We're having, you know, green parties
mm,
sometimes.
Do you guys have any other
anyway.
parties?
I
I mean,
mean,
not
by
currently.
parties, I mean, we just sit on the couch and we smoke weed and we eat pizza and bacon.
Um,
Pizza's
to be
cool.
fair, sometimes we also perform rituals.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
um, but yes, I just wanted to say, uh, our green stuff comes from a verbena, and let's just say she has got a very green thumb. It's some of the best kush I've ever smoked, and I've smoked my way through quite a few
Hmm.
different strains. But then again, but back in Europe, let's just say mm, you know, there's some places where it's easier to get a nice big variety. And he nods.
When you work at the places I work, a lot of people offers you a lot of different things. So I did also try some of the things that I maybe shouldn't have
Yeah,
tried, but weed is
I
not one of them.
fair enough. Mind you, it is a little better for the system and less stressful than a lot of that synthetic bullshit they try to offer you.
Well, in New York, you work all day and then you go and party all day, not all night, and
Yeah,
you need to
and you
be
have to
ready to
powder
work.
your nose. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I have a
it's sad.
very weird question. Is it true everyone in New York sniffs cocaine?
no, not everyone. Just 99% of it.
Just the rich people, the one who can afford it.
He smiles.
I mean, I don't understand cocaine. Like, how do you even like? It's powder. Doesn't it make you sneeze? What if you sneeze all over
Oh,
the thing?
it's
People will
it's
beat you
it's
up
way
for
worse.
that.
Oh, it's way worse. First of all, it's a concentrate. It makes you extremely high, but heightens the blood pressure, everything. You feel super awake for a long time. That's typical amphetamines, and the way they consume it through the olfactory parts, and he's sort of tracing along the face where the nasal passages and stuff is. It slowly but surely, as in a very acidic sort of way, slowly burns away the whole things that are there. It's as a habit,
Wait,
it's very bad for your health.
It's kind of uh, there's a reason why they say like it's for the people like the rich people, not just because of the cost. It's because also it keeps you awake, and when you are in a place where everyone is like swearing, like literally the work continues all the time, and you need to look at a screen all day long. It just after some time, some people feels like they can't do without it, and that's the bad part. Some people just use it to party all night long, and in the places that I used to work, they did it for continuing their work.
Well, that's the lamest reason to do drugs, honestly. Do drugs so you
Well,
can do more work?
Oh
Fuck
well,
that.
well, they
hmm,
earn close to $70,000 in a month,
that they
and go.
do. It's a
Yeah, but what do
and
you
and
do
they
with all
have
this
high
money
maintenance
anyway?
lifestyles.
buy
Oh,
cocaine.
they have got very expensive lifestyles. They've got trophy wives. They've got a lot of social status they have to flaunt.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
there's not no real point to all that shit, though.
I'm
Like
not
money
saying that
comes,
it's a healthy lifestyle.
it's a funny lifestyle, but at the same time, money comes and money goes. I remember for the first time I made my million, it just literally went away.
Wow.
And let's not forget, if I understood correctly, um, well, first of all, the currency that we are all using, that's fiat. As far as I know, America has been off the gold standard for a long time, so it's mostly backed by trust and faith. And then,
It,
if I also remember correctly, something, let's just say, you know what, I'll give you a free tip from somebody who might have gained a little insight into this. Um, come 2008, stay away from the housing market.
Ah, thank you.
I
A friendly
think you
tip.
just broke the timeline.
Shh. He doesn't have to know that.
That was a
How's it?
quad bike thing, dude. That was a quad bike thing.
The quad bike can go and bite me in the arse for all that I care.
Well, it probably will.
The less you talk about it, the less likely it is.
They just really like to ride quad bikes. Don't worry about it.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
We're a weird bunch. I'll be honest.
Yep, they are indeed very weird.
You're weird
Uh,
too. Don't get yourself out of this.
Now, the how do you know about the 2008? That's a strange question. That's a strange thing to say to me.
now
See, I
that I
told you.
can't. Now that I can't. If I
Gotcha.
say that, then I'll definitely have nasty consequences.
Gotcha. Now, the
He's just doing the tarot cards, you know.
Yeah, he saw it in the
Sure.
magical ball.
I'm an
You
entropy
smile.
mage. What do you
He's throwing
expect?
the runes.
Yeah. So
Oh, but
like
trust me, I'm no charlatan.
he raises his hands. Cool, cool. Okay, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna drink on mortgage. Um, here's my card. You guys can reach me anytime you guys want. I'm usually awake at nights anyway.
Gotcha.
Mm,
Damien
okay.
will take one. Yes. Let's just say by helping me with my small financial problem, you're also empowering yourself and gaining an ally.
Thank you. I will keep it in mind.
Well, we're gonna have movie night at some point. I mean, if you want to join us, feel free. I guess you don't have friends around here,
Wow,
maybe.
What kind of
wow.
What?
movie we're watching?
I don't know.
I've got
Jesse has
quite
the
the
movies.
eclectic taste.
Okay.
Is there any genre you particularly like, or are
I
you, for example, interested in Eastern cinema?
I'm usually like cool with anything. I was just like asking for you know, to get ready.
We
You
can
know what I
watch
mean?
The Evil Dead.
Who's Evil
Please
Dead?
not. Please not.
I have no
Not
idea
right
who's Evil
now.
Dead.
It's still too fresh.
But it was a pleasure to meet you all.
You too.
I gotta jump out.
Yeah, no
Okay.
problem.
Take care.
Safe
He
travels.
pays. He pays, and then he fucks off to his car and he goes to his house.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that was unexpected.
I think I drank too much caffeine.
Yeah.
I think you don't have like uh, uh, you don't know your limits. I think.
Mm, no.
Yeah. Oh,
What?
by the way, if any of the whiskey that he was drinking is still around, Damien will grab it and knock it back.
What the fuck?
Dude,
God,
That,
I
he
hate being poor.
that's
And
nasty,
puts
do
it
you know? I
down.
Damien.
mean, honestly, Jesse should like give you like a stipend or something.
Wait, did you?
I
Did,
don't want. No,
Well, you're helping
I've
us. I
already
mean, you're
leaked.
daddying us all the time, so that's the least we can
Well,
do, right?
well, I would like to think that I'm not daddying Jesse, but
that sounded very weird.
yes, yes. Why did it have? Why did you have to do that? Why couldn't you just say like, uh, being basically like the older sibling or something? That would have been a little less weird.
Oh no, I didn't mean it in a
And then
sexual
instead
way.
of
Okay,
sticking
God,
his hand
you
in
guys are
his hand.
weird. Okay,
I'm not interested in guys.
okay. How about your big brothering us a lot?
Thank
You
you.
know,
Thank you. Thank you, though.
Well, that sounds bad too, because that means like you're watching us all the time. It's even creepier.
I'm not watching you all the time. I'm not a
The Big
creep.
Brother is.
Brother.
Haven't you read the book?
Well,
It's- oh. And his head just goes more into the hands. It's like, oh.
You know I'm right. You know.
No, I don't. I refuse to.
Refusing it doesn't mean that it's true. You're just in denial.
Anyway, I try my best to help you guys out because if I'm already mooching off you, that's at least the least I can do.
I mean, we're fine with you mooching. Like, you're a homie, right? We help each other.
Yeah, yeah.
oh yeah, I was
But
thinking of
oh yes,
buying something for us, like a weird thingy. It's like
you can speak relatively open here. They tend to leave us alone.
I
A
know, but
weird thinky.
he is very drunk and very high in caffeine. The weird
Please.
thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he starts drawing it. It basically looks like he pulls out a notebook and a fountain pen out of his bag, and he draws this cybernetic arm, like very look shittily drawn cybernetic arm with this Norse axe and like it looks like a patch, a lighter patch on the cybernetic arm, like it's just stitch sewn on the arm or some shit,
Oh,
and it's very shittily drawn. I was thinking of getting a jacket with something like this, and maybe you could like turn it into like those magic things.
I mean, yeah, sure, but keep in mind, well, I realized last night that in certain situations, well, I mean, if you're shot with a slug and you don't get, shit faced for it, it kind of fucks you in other ways.
Oh, maybe I
that's
should. Hmm.
I mean, getting armor is good, but maybe make it look more armory. Like, yeah, I'm going to
Or
modify my jacket.
I could go to an acting school and pretend I got shot and be like an actor.
I'm not
that is
sure
one
if
of the
that
reasons I'm trying to
works.
get some money again because then I could literally craft you guys body armor and then we could empower
No,
it.
I could
And
just pay you. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I need to go see Dahlia. I think. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go see her too.
Do you think she can enhance tattoos?
I.
Like, if I
Mm,
got like a tattoo, and then she could like
maybe.
enchant it like in a video game, and or do you need to like have an ink enchanted? Is that how magic works?
I think I can help you with that because I've been playing with a similar thought. Um, as soon as I have gained enough control over matter, I was thinking of using matter plus, for example, entropy or forces or something else. Then have the enchanted or empowered ink either tattooed or put into henna, put on my body, and then basically use that as a focus instead of a wand, for example, and then use that to cast my spells.
I was thinking of like having a circle, like an alchemy circle or
Mm-hmm.
something on
Ah,
my
yeah, yeah.
finger
I know
or
those.
something.
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Um, of course. And I've even seen, I remember seeing one matter mage who got herself alchemical symbols tattooed on her fingertips. And then she was also able to manipulate forces by literally just casting her hand on the ground and the effect then rippling thing. It looked hella cool. And it was pretty devastating or with the other hand, she put it down and a stone wall rose up.
Hey, do you think the cult of ecstasy can help us with magic tattoos? Leah?
Maybe.
Magic tattoos? To be fair, she was an orphan, so like, yeah. So she had just come up with it herself. As far as tattoos go, heck, can't be that difficult. I mean, after all, it's just a needle that, like a million times in a minute,
What if
goes.
you just draw on my hand and like make it like an alchemy
Yes,
circle?
yeah. I actually just wanted to say before you go and get tattoos, because tattoos are relatively permanent, how about you don't try, for example, henna or some skin-friendly ink, and then
How do you
you
know that it's not that he's not you know uh allergic to henna?
there's a very simple way of doing that. You would take the lower arm and then just put a tiny, three tiny dots on it, and then you just wait to see if there are any effects.
Lovely.
And
Lovely.
literally just like for an afternoon, wipe it off, and then if those things are, a little engorged and a little red and itching like hell, you know that he's allergic, and then you don't use that.
Lovely.
I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that one.
Hmm.
And also, don't forget, for example, if you were to go for, let's call it empowered henna, and you can put you put a certain design, and then you find that the design isn't quite perfect, you can get rid of it, modify the design, and then apply a new design on it. I'm
Hmm.
just saying, don't limit yourself too much. That is something that Mina has been able to show me.
To be fair, I think I was just a bit kind of jealous that you guys have all cool Thai tattoos.
I got this tattoo just appeared. I didn't go and have it thing. This is probably some weird magical curse shit going on here.
What
I
if
don't
it can
want.
see what you let it see? If you unwrap
Um,
it, maybe it can
that
see you.
that's
If it
why I
does,
hacked up.
maybe you can do something terrible with it, with that hand. Very
Like
terrible
what?
indeed. It just starts shift the eyes and starts say, "Very terrible indeed."
What the fuck, dude, are you talking about?
It's just shifting his eyes left and right.
Out of
Yep.
character, is this a reference, a pop culture reference? I'm just not getting at the
Nope.
moment.
He's talking about masturbation. Oh,
What?
fuck my life. Yeah, because the eye is on his hand, right, on his palm.
I'm not. I don't know if it's on the palm or on the back of the hand. I just know it's on the right hand. But to be fair, if
Okay.
it were on the, oh, you know what? Just for the sake of argument, it's on his palm, and then first looks, then looks, and then a realization rolls over his face, and oh, you devious little. I like the way you're thinking, good sir. And he gives you a conspiratorial wink. And he then just laughs.
Very terrible indeed.
Oh, you can. I have to say, Mr. Wong, you can be a real dick sometimes.
Uh, uh,
Ah, that would be an
uh,
interesting way of getting my revenge.
Oh,
we're just trying to make light of a horrible situation.
yeah.
I mean, I don't
You
know.
know,
I'm
when
confused because thing is, you didn't get any weird happening, Jesse, after the
mm,
house, right?
yeah, good question. Did you
Uh,
feel that you gained any paradox, by the
yeah.
way? Um,
Well, the Mr. Snakey kind of like bit
can we
me a
please not
bit.
call him Mr. Snakey? That let's
Okay,
just
look,
say,
how about
Yeah, that
Minion
Harry
sounds like
Potter?
like a dick pet name.
Maybe I should just call him Mr. Snakey.
Yeah,
Uh,
look at Mr. Snakey. Give it a pet.
please, please don't.
No.
Please.
It
It sounds a little
it's
too
yeah,
childish.
yeah, exactly. It sounds like a pedophile is trying to, do his thing. No.
What was the name of the snake in the Jungle Book? I mean, you can give him a literal name.
Lucifer.
Uh, no, not the one in the Garden of Eden. The one from the Jungle
No.
Book by Rudyard Kipling.
I don't know this.
Really? Oh wait, yeah, it shouldn't surprise me with your scrambled memories.
she,
Um,
yeah.
there's also a famous Disney film called The Jungle Book, and it's based on the book
Oh.
you mentioned.
It was with
Ah,
a K or something. I
mm,
can't remember.
I think you should call it Lucifer.
Mm, why?
don't, because that's a devil. Just don't.
Wait, do you think Lucifer will come if I name it Lucifer?
Better not risk it.
I mean,
Hmm. Hmm.
mm,
Mm, well,
Um,
do you know if it's a girl snake or a boy snake?
good point.
how was I supposed to know that?
I don't
I don't know
know.
snake
Flip it
biology.
around and check it.
Do I like look at the slit or something and like see if it has balls inside like a crocodile? Is that how it works?
I
Well,
don't
I
know,
guess we don't
man.
want to call it Nagini.
Why don't you give it like a neutral name, like
Ebony,
Peanut?
Jay,
Peen-
Eve,
Ah,
Peanut.
Slink.
hmm.
No, not Slinky.
Hmm.
Peanut is a nice name.
What was that Aztec god?
I got it. You're gonna love it.
What?
Name it Oreo.
No.
But you
What?
love Oreos.
What did you want to ask, Jesse?
What was that Aztec snake god? Wait, probably not a good idea to call it after a god if they're
Well,
real.
yeah. Don't give it
Well,
pretentious
well,
names. Just call it Oreo.
you might as well
Oreos are
call it
awesome.
Nagini at this point.
No, call it Oreo or pizza.
No,
Why? That's
no,
a
it,
terrible name.
you,
Because you love
you do.
Oreos and
You
pizza.
guys do know that familiars fuck off if you treat them too badly.
Don't eat the snake, Clea.
I
Or like,
I'll start being offended if you keep going with that. Why would I eat your snake? It's not made of pizza.
it sounded very lewd in my head.
Oh,
Hmm.
Uh,
Jesus. You're the worst.
You know what? You know what? Um, put it that way. If at some point the snake is your familiar is communicating with you again, ask it what it would like to be called. For example, Dahlia's familiar likes to be called Thor, although he's white as snow and
okay.
not a red. Oh yeah, in case any of you guys ever read the Marvel comics, they got it all wrong. Thor has a red beard and red hair, not blonde.
Huh.
Hmm?
Okay, so yeah, what we're talking about again
I've
after like
sort of,
after
yeah,
like the
so
snake and eh, probably wasn't important. We should probably get out of here now.
Yeah, because if we stay, you're gonna drink more.
Not so bad. It's just coffee.
Irish coffee.
Yeah, the Irish made it. There's probably like an Irish guy behind the bar somewhere who made it.
No, it's because it has Jameson inside.
Oh,
oh, I
I
remember.
mean, I might
You
not know
said
my shit, but I know my booze.
you were saying?
you said that you had to go and see Dahlia. May I ask why, or is that private business?
Oh, I was just thinking of asking her to make me one of those things around your neck because I don't want to get stabbed by illusions. I think. Yes, illusions.
Yeah, I want to be one of those
Damien,
too.
Damien takes it off and just hands it to you. Here, take it.
No, that's yours. I'll
It,
just.
it it's not even my style, mate.
Yeah, but won't she be like, insulted that you gave away her gift or something? Something?
I was actually quite surprised that she didn't ask for it back in the first place. I frankly don't quite know what to make of it.
Wear
And he
it.
puts it on again and puts it under his t-shirt.
Just.
Fine.
Yeah. It's, yeah, we'll just ask her to make us some.
I probably should check in with her again. I wasn't able to give her a full description of the vision I had about the bad lady
Have you.
from
Okay.
Full Force's solution.
I still have no clue what that is. I was just staying quiet because I didn't want to seem very incompetent to that new guy. I
That's
have no clue
fine.
what's happening anymore.
Well, I actually I don't think I actually even told. Well, didn't really get a chance. Here it goes. So, while that lady was just being generally an asshole, I crept to the gentleman's bathroom, not to go piss myself, because I know exactly that's what you were thinking, Clea.
You
But
already told me
actually,
the story, you know. I know what
okay,
you were doing.
okay, then this is for you, Jesse, so that you're in the loop. So we were at the White Wolf. That woman came in. She was just giving off all the wrong vibes. I pissed off to the gentleman's bathroom, and I did an entropy ritual. I basically asked the fates to tell me how important she will be for my future.
Okay, so was it like the weird arranged marriage thingy ish, like the red string of fate ish?
No. Um, I saw myself in the middle of a snowy landscape. All the trees had already lost their leaves. The snow was thick on the ground, and Pentex and Full Forces people were there. They were like jumping out of vans with equipment and also with weapons. It looked like some sort of hit squad.
Oh, lovely.
Then I saw what I can basically only describe as two werewolves bursting out of the snow, starting fucking them up good. Yeah, I mean, shredding them. There was also a vampire there who also seemed to come out of nowhere and attack those people. I think his name is Jason Davos. Um, Xavier was there. he was also apparently getting involved in the fight. The whole Pentex and uh, bad people were really getting roughed up pretty nastily. There were also a few other people, but I can't remember off the top of my head. It was quite intense. Um, Basically, the bad guys got the ever-loving shit kicked out of them, and then sort of towards the end, as everyone was sort of coming together and seemed to be having a talk, that bad lady showed up, walking up, suddenly jerking her head into my direction from where I was like looking and just saying, "Ah, Mr. Wolf." And then I was kicked out of the vision.
Well, that is weird.
Well, what's even more weird is what happened yesterday.
It's
Like
true.
the dude that's the sister fucker.
Oh,
Mm,
Yeah,
oh
they
Sasha.
were
man.
there. What an unpleasant fellow.
Yeah.
Did you ask him about the you know
If he's
like
fucking his sister.
yeah?
No, we didn't.
No, like they were fighting those hit marks, and we kind of helped them. And at some point, they just like both of them at the same time. They just passed out. It was like weird. Okay, but then they were not.
I think I know what happened. Probably they got hit by some psychic attack.
You did try to save him, though. I thought you hated the guy.
Out of character, I quickly have to take care of something. I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah.
Ah, you
So
know,
yeah, it was weird.
in a way, I'm kind of glad I started experimenting so I wouldn't have to see or do any of that horrible things.
I don't know, man. That guy scares me. Like the things that he does with this sword. There's something about this sword that's very unnerving. Like, uh, it's almost bordering unfair.
What if he? No, I won't say that out loud.
What? Say what?
He's gonna write on paper, steal the sword if we hate him so much.
No, no,
Eh,
no.
he's gonna light the paper. Hmm. He's gonna
Sorry, I'm
destroy
back.
the paper.
But yeah, anyway, I thought you hate the guy, and yet you were trying to save him.
It's difficult. It's complicated. Just let me gather my thoughts. If not, it'll sound very wrong.
Uh, well, well, at least so far, it's not that bad-ish,
Um,
because at least he's helping us, I
he's
guess. Ish.
okay. Let's be real here. Saisho is a psychopath. There are no two ways about it. He's cold as fuck. I'm not even sure if his emotions even really work. But I know what he's capable of, and before the incident, um, there, there was an illegal rave going on. That was the one I popped out to. Turns out he was running it, and I got the info from Mina that yes, he is a human trafficker, but apparently more the coyote kind of guy and less of the modern day slavery kind of guy.
Well, that doesn't redeem him or anything.
No, but it at the very least is enough that I don't want to murder him on sight anymore.
Oh, but in case you change your mind, does he actually have any weaknesses that you know of?
He is definitely weak to life magic.
You
Well,
know, it's probably a very bad idea to talk about this in a bar like this, because
But
talk about
so
death and killing people in a bar owned by the
in
no,
Thanatos.
about
mm, but yes,
SciShow, you
yeah.
idiot.
Anyway, to yes, and I just wanted to point that out. Anyway, I switched off my emotions because, put it that way, the SciShow who fucked me up is not quite the same SciShow that we are currently dealing with. He oh, mind you, he's still best left alone and not to be messed with in the first place.
It's like just going back in time instead of killing baby Hitler. You're going back to when he was trying to become an artist. He's still an asshole, but he's just an artist and not some crazy asshole who fought in World War One.
I guess you could say so. So anyway, because that iteration of SciShow wasn't a complete monster to me, I just to be on the safe side, I switched off my emotions and officially apologized. Um, he said it wasn't even necessary, that it was water under the bridge, and well, to say that I'm on his good side would be putting it pretty rich, but
Say,
we
would you
managed
guys?
to, being on neutral ground. That because I
Well, you're
thought it
not on his shit list, at least.
exactly because I was thinking if I'm not on his shit list, he there's something else that I think a lot of people don't realize. He's quite apathetic in his own way, or put it that way, he's like easily bored, or if something more interesting takes his attention, he won't be focusing on you. And when he doesn't focus on you, that's good. It's shit when he concentrates too much on you, especially when it's for the wrong reasons.
Good to know.
But yeah, anyway, so manage, uh, face saved, everyone on neutral ground. I wouldn't want to invite him to my birthday party, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, no. I,
But
I,
anyway,
I don't
smooth
think he's going to be
things
invited anywhere
over.
near our place.
But yeah,
Hmm.
so I smoothed over things that went well, and yeah, so that was that. Also, I saw him. I also found out that he was drinking sake out of a cup that was made from a human skull. Apparently, one of the local crime bosses that he killed and took his business over.
When
As I
did that
said,
happen?
that I only remember recently reading that some mob boss, in the local
No, I
news.
mean, when did you see him drink of a skull?
Oh, that was at that
That's
rave. He was having a rave
uh
slash illegal fight
oh,
club
in
sort of thing.
Oh,
Dublin.
you went there?
No, here in Orlando.
Oh,
And you went there?
Yes, I didn't know that there was also an illegal fight club going on at that point.
Oh,
this
okay.
is some weird shit. Very weird shit.
Yeah.
Let's just say once my emotions came back, I fully realized what I'd actually seen, and yeah, the toilet got a little bit of worshipping on that evening.
Huh. I've been thinking of maybe going to Switzerland for a few days.
Dude, have you seen the weather? You think there are many planes driving off with this shit happening? I mean, now it's better, but damn, yesterday was shit.
I think that all started when we were in the restaurant.
No. It's been going on for a while. You know, this thing that's happening in the ocean,
Mhm.
like that weird
Oh, that.
thing.
There is some supernatural storm out there. So much is clear.
Anyway,
But
I'm
yeah,
getting
and
tired.
yeah,
Let's
okay.
go
To
home.
cut a long story short, I recognize the bad guys, and yeah, I might not like the guy, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Bad guys? Who are the bad guys?
The bad guys we fought,
Terminator.
you know, the hitman,
These bad guys. Yeah, but yeah, okay.
and he is, after all, officially a member of the tradition. So, you know, not a loyalty towards him, more a loyal, helping out a fellow tradition mage, so sort of that shit.
Oh,
Oh well. Well, I'm bored. Let's go home.
mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm.
Are you on the phone?
No, let's go.
But yeah, so think of it as me trying to, if nothing else, Aisha will at least remember that we helped him out. Who knows? Maybe, just maybe, at some point in the future, we might be he might help us out.
You said, wait, one quick questions. Um, we can't learn magic from other people of other traditions, right? Right?
Not necessarily. I mean, I learned the odd thing from a Euthanatos, the other thing from a Verbena,
Huh.
heck, and one thing from a Hermetic. Although, how should I say, I've got the feeling it has to do how broad or open your paradigm is, or how narrow it is.
So let me
I mean,
ask.
something Mina was harping on about again and again is that at the end of the day, we are the source of the, how should I say, it is through us and our will. She harped on about it. Will. It is our will that shapes the forces.
Are
And
you going to be a verbena then, or on a or a hermetical?
I personally would like to be both.
Uh,
I got the okay from the two top head honchos, from Xavier and Dahlia. She's okay with that. I want to synthesize the two traditions.
Oh, so you're doing lessons with both of them?
Currently, mostly with Mina, but I'll be trying pushing that with Dahlia as well.
Well, did he teach you anything useful?
Not yet. Then again, I didn't fancy ruining you know, the um, Leon's and Dahlia's private time.
Well, I don't think they're like rabbits fucking all day.
I'm gonna yep.
Well,
He's gonna stand up and he's just gonna walk away.
oh,
Mm,
oh shit! I probably said something wrong.
I think he's uncomfortable when we talk about sexual shit. We need to get him a girlfriend.
Uh, uh, to be fair, I would also be happy if we could keep the innuendo a little down. I mean, I'm over 30 now. I'm a little bit too old for all this
I
teen.
mean, does it go away? Like the innuendo stuff? Like, I don't get it. What does your age have to do with it?
Well, one would hope at least that with a bit of age would also come a bit of maturity.
Maturity and humor has nothing to do with it. Wait, are you calling me mature?
Ah, never mind. Never mind.
No, you are.
You have your mature moments, yes.
Well, I don't like being serious.
But sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes I don't even think that's an expression yet, but sometimes you have to adult.
I mean, I'm adulting. Let's just gonna shake the rum glass and check the rest of the contents. I couldn't do that if I was an adult.
Anyway, something that is. Uh, Jesse, please come back. I promise we won't be talking about awkward stuff anymore. I'm sorry, dude.
You
Jesse
should
comes
get
back
Jesse. You should get a girlfriend.
with
Clea,
a
just shut him. Please. Please. You.
You
Please.
probably need to get a
Just
girlfriend too.
that. Even if that's none of your business. Can, let's just keep that subject out because I actually wanted to answer your question. I've not been teached by Dahlia yet. She is currently busy, amongst other things, with preparing an initiation rite for me to have me officially initiated into the verbena. Because if that isn't done, I can't call myself a verbena. That was my first mistake. Mind you, I didn't know that, but you know
Okay,
how numbers
question
react.
won't mean I have a problem with you being initiated.
Xavier's higher up in the rang order. He gave me his blessing. So whether she if she doesn't like it, I won't force her to mentor me any further. If she doesn't want to, I
I
I
could
I don't like forcing people.
I
But
could totally be your mentor. He thumbs up while sipping some iced tea.
I mean, hmm,
I mean,
how is Jess? She good?
Yeah, why?
at the end of the day, I've survived so far by pretty much all that I know I've taught myself. Just the fact that I'm able to already access the Hermetic libraries proving, yeah, as long as I've got data there, I can compute it and transform it into something useful for myself. It might not be as easy as if you have got somebody who gives you pointers and stuff, but it's doable.
I can teach you how to set things on fire.
To be fair, I was planning of asking her to uh, to help me get in contact with the sphere of forces. But hey, I'm not saying no to help. I I wouldn't mind learning from you either.
Yeah, well, maybe
Mm,
she will mind. I mean, she seems so self-important. She probably thinks that Jesse here is not good enough for teaching or something.
it's easy.
Um,
You just make things go bam and like pull words and like take stuff from the air and like make it go boom and like make it expand and stuff. See, pretty easy, right? Right.
can't be more difficult than manipulating the threads of fate themselves.
Yeah. Okay.
That was entropy I was talking about.
Uh-huh.
but um, but to be fair, I've I haven't heard that much negative from her about Jesse. If anything, she seems more worried that he's not getting the proper attention from his mentor, in teaching him and shit.
I have no clue where my mentor went. I think he went to Texas or something to like do paper stuff or something. I don't remember.
Had some lectures and shit.
Mm. I
Hey, as
personally
long
got
as
the impression that Mina, if anything, she means well. It's probably just the manner that she did it that rubbed you the wrong way, and he looks to clear.
What? Sorry, I missed it. What you said?
So he, I got more the idea that she was actually trying to help, but the way that she did it just rubbed you the wrong way, clear.
Mm, well, she's very arrogant and privileged, and she thinks she knows
Mm,
everything, and that bothers me.
why?
why? I mean, don't forget, she is a teacher. She works as a history teacher, so
That doesn't mean
a
that she knows everything.
I
Wait,
don't.
what if she does know everything?
I
Dude,
doubt it.
she thinks she's a fucking goddess or something. Come on.
What if she has like a magical ball or something and it's crystal and like she can see stuff?
That would be scrying, and if I remember, I mean, the ones I read about tended to be more mirrors or bowls of still water that you use for scrying, and you would need. To be fair, she has correspondence. She's pretty good at it, so who knows? But yeah, um, hmm. But well, put it that way, to a certain extent, I sort of get her logic. It might be formulated in a bit of an extreme way, but I don't think that she's that wrong or that off of the truth. I mean, have you seen
Disagree,
what mages are
disagree.
able to do? And some mages would make the argument that we have a bit of the divine in us that that allows us
I don't know,
use our
man.
will to bend
The church
magic.
people think that we have a bit of the devil in us, like they were burning witches and whatnot, right? Yeah.
Well,
So
and well, yeah, ha- hasn't every human being got a bit of an angel and a bit of a devil in them by that logic?
well, yeah, up to an
You
extent, I
know, the
suppose.
negative impulses like greed and
They never expect the
want.
Spanish Inquisition.
Oh wow! Way to break the tension. Well done, and he gives you a fist bump.
I don't get it.
Don't leave me
Mm,
hanging, man.
we need to watch more stuff.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? We just need to clear our heads a bit. What would you suggest?
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I want to see the horrible monster of Arg.
You're driving again. I don't think I can drive. I can see
It's
three of you people.
it's okay.
Yeah,
If
can't.
you know what?
Wait, what
I'll
if I
drive.
use magic to drive?
Let's not risk it. Let's not risk it. I'm still sitting on some paradox.
I can like use entropy or something and like just lotto it.
Take it from an entropy mage. No, that's a bad idea. You know what? I'll just drive back. I'll drive us back, and you know what? We'll get ourselves some popcorn. We'll get all comfortable on the sofa. Uh, if you don't mind, I'll steal a
Hot
little bit of your weed, roll up one, and then we just enjoy some good old fashioned Monty Python while we slowly get baked.
whatever that is. But that's how you could call your snake, Monty. It's not a python, but snake.
Sure, why not? Monty.
Monty.
Mm,
Yeah, why not?
uh,
Okay, guys.
I see
Let's
you
bust
guys
this
there.
joint.
yeah. Jesse's gonna stay back, wait for you guys to leave.
But you're in the car and I'm leaving ahead.
What?
Yeah,
No, we're
Damien's
already in the car.
No, you and Damien are
Yeah,
going.
I mean, like in the club, like when you guys stand up to go to the vehicles, he's just gonna lag a bit.
Oh,
Yeah. And when you guys are gone, he's gonna take out a bag and put something in his mouth, and he's gonna walk away.
Jesus.
okay. Damien will wait.
Yeah, and then he will go to Damien, and we can end it there.
Oh
Okay.
my god, fucking addict.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
unless there
okay.
are any.
One more thing. Damien will poke him and ask him, "Hey, have you got any of that microdosing left? I might want to. I might
Yeah,
want a little.
yeah,
Don't
it's
worry. I'll find a way to repay you. I'll find a way to
you
repay."
since you definitely want someone with you because it's yeah for therapy and yeah. I'll help you. Yep.
Because I didn't want to say it in front of Clea because I wouldn't hear the rest of it, but
Yeah,
it helps.
yeah,
I've not been having shaky hand syndrome for a while.
yeah. You just need to take it every 3 days and make sure.
Yeah,
That'll give it. It'll.
and Damien looks at his hand and there's a very gentle tremor there. Yeah, I you know what? Let's get to the house and and if I
Yes,
could have one, I'd be thankful. Thanks for helping me out, mate. I might not look it, but thanks.
yeah.
And he gives him sort of a brotherly take him in, give
A
him a bit of a
Christmas
noogie.
Oh wait, that wasn't a thing in 2000. Fuck.
But yeah, we can end it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Thank you, players, for playing and watchers for watching. This has been another scene of Orlando Ascended. See you all next time.